Hello Lake Jane readers and my family and friends back home. This is a very special Lake Jane in the kitchen post because honestly all that we have done since we've gotten here is eat. Eat and eat and eat. So it's only fitting that we start the post in the kitchen of the beautiful flat that we've been staying in since we arrived in Buxton. I wanted to show you the view. Well, I mean, it's just a wall, but it's this beautiful wall that is part of the house, which was built in the early 1800s. You can see the snow just fell, and this is the view from the beautiful French doors in the kitchen. It's gorgeous. I may never ever leave. My wonderful husband Mike is behind the camera, and he's actually going to, we're going to do a little switch, and he's going to talk to you a bit more about some of the food we've been eating, specifically meat pies. Which are everywhere here, and being French Canadian, I thought I knew meat pie. I was wrong. This is a meat pies to a whole other level. So I'm going to let Mike talk a little bit about meat pies and their origins, and Mike's likes and dislikes, and we'll show you another few little things that we've been nibbling on. So I'm going to pass the mic to Mike.
Heyo.
Here we go. All right.
Okay. Hello, Lake Jane readers. So yeah, just as Maggie have said, we're going to talk a bit about the food that we have going on here in our British kitchen, which by the way used to be the maid quarters in this building, built just before the turn of the 19th century. Lovely piece of history. Basically, we have a couple of meat pies here.
Actually 4, Mike.
Yeah.
4 meat pies for supper.
Come on. I mean, these are pretty small. I would call them a couple. But anyway, chicken pot pie in the States, soul food in the States for all you US readers. You're all familiar with how leftovers work. You have a roast on Sunday, and you've got some leftovers to deal with on Monday. And what would you do? You'd toss them in a pie, right? Well, that's kind of what the approach is here in the UK, specifically in the north. Lots of farms around here, people living close to farms, if not on a farm. And so these are all steak pies, although the lamb here is second to none. And we have been eating a lot of lamb, to say the least. But in this specific case, we have a couple of samples of steak pies. You'd have your beef roast on Sunday night. Monday morning, you stick it in a pie. What more can you do, right? Example right here is specifically called a steak slice. We picked this one up at the Chatsworth Farmers Market. As you can see there, lovely
I'm sorry, vegetarian readers. I'm sorry.
Yes, I apologize, PETA. There's some pie crust there, some lovely beef, all organic in the middle. These are all steak pies that we picked up from Ted the Pie Man, who is based in Manchester. He was at a farmer's market that we stumbled upon in Buxton today. Steak and ale pie, which, I mean, England is synonymous with beer, right? And and every little town has its own locally brewed ale. So you toss your steak into this pie and add a little bit of ale for flavor. And so this is one of the old standbys, steak and ale pie. Let's take a look at this one. After your, we all know about shepherd's pie. Well, this is a little variation on shepherd's pie. This is minced steak with onions in a pie.
I realize they all look the same.
Yeah.
We're just giving you an idea of
how
what's
different
in them.
they are, and this is a steak and potatoes. I mean, meat and potatoes is a synonym for staple, and that's what it is. It's just a staple classic. There's also the great, the notorious, if you will, steak and kidney pie. Kidney is an acquired taste. Personally, not a huge fan.
Yeah,
my dad, who grew up in Buxton, is a huge fan of steak and kidney. He's too shy to go in front of the camera to testify, but he is. He loves that stuff. So that's you probably hear that a lot if you ever came to visit the UK.
So that's our 4-course meal tonight.
That's
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's going to be our dinner. A couple other examples. Maggie might have mentioned we've got the very few remnants, and it's not terribly
it's gross. There's a huge
visually appealing. But this is the last slice of Bakewell tart. That's frosting on top, marzipan in the middle, and there's a very small layer of strawberry jam at the bottom.
So
it's
good.
Divine.
We
It's
drove
so
all
good.
the way to Bakewell to pick one
Yeah,
up.
it's called a Bakewell tart. It's native to Bakewell. I mean, you shouldn't really go anywhere else to get it. Another Chatsworth find, black cherry jam with a hint of brandy. Lovely for the morning
And
on
that
your
with
scones.
scones and clotted cream.
Yeah, good times, good times. My personal favorite, I love British candies. Marie-Ève hates them, but
Well,
whenever
that's not
I'm,
true. I just hate those ones.
she hates Jelly Babies. When I'm in the UK, I always get Jelly Babies.
Show my readers your beloved Jelly Babies.
Here's a little Jelly Baby. No Jelly Babies were harmed in the production of this video, except for this one. And
And I
they're
guess
just delicious. They're like gummies, wine gums, a little bit softer with a touch of powdered sugar on top. I can't get enough of them.
And I guess that'll be it for now because this is starting to become a pretty long video. But I guess that gives you an idea of what we've been eating. And I promise you vegetarians out there that we will have some meat-free food posts later on. So we'll leave you with that, and I guess we'll start making dinner. Bye, everybody!